back to another morning word. Thanks for joining us this morning. For those new to this is where I share a couple-minute video, really to share from my own personal Bible study. Why? Because I wanted to see your life go from here to here. And God promises this, hear me now, that He wants to take your life to the next level. And He actually uses different words. He says, I come to give you life and life more abundantly. Well, the way that we do that, God says, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if we can think like God, there is nothing that you can't achieve. There's no valley you can't go through, and there's no mountaintop that you can't reach, because there is nothing that's impossible for God, which means there is actually nothing that is impossible for you. So let's really get into this. I gotta say, not a pastor, not an evangelist or a teacher, just Denzel. Okay, I just someone who wanted to share my own personal Bible so see you go to the next level. So please study out what I'm saying. If it's true, then take massive action. So let's get into this. We're going to be reading from the book of Judges, and we're going to be reading from chapter 18, verse 24, and it reads this. Micah, this is Micah saying to the soldiers of Dan, he replied, "You took the gods I made and my priests and went away. What else do I have? How can you ask what's the matter?" So the priest said, he was glum, downcast, and the priests were asking him this, and this was his reply. So we're going to call this morning's word, place your trust in the true God. Place your trust in the true God. Now, Micah's trust and faith had been in false God. Go back to the scripture that we just read, and he said, and in carved images. How can you make God out of a carved image? Okay, God is bigger than an image, and we shouldn't be worshiping the image. We should be worshiping the true God. But he also had other household gods. Now, when those things were taken away from him, okay, he became distraught. Well, here's the truth. A true God cannot be stolen. A true God cannot be taken away. He's everywhere, omnipresent, omnipotence. There is nowhere you can go where there isn't God. So God goes with you. So you cannot be stolen. So if your joy is in the true God, it cannot be stolen. But unfortunately, a lot of us are putting our careers and making them gods. Unfortunately, some of us are making our relationships with our partners gods, our children gods, our finances gods, our health gods. But all of those things, unfortunately, my friends, can be taken away. All of those things can be stolen. Your partner can be stolen by sickness. Your children can be unfortunately stolen by sickness. Your careers can go because of economic collapse. Nothing that you did, it can all be stolen away from you. And if you put your faith in those things, if you put your faith and your joy and your hope in those things, they can be stolen, which means that you can be distraught. But if you put your faith and your trust and your love in God, it can never be stolen. Imagine that. Imagine your joy not being able to be stolen, because God cannot be stolen. So that leads us to the question in the morning. The question in the morning is this: have you made God out of stuff? Are you making God out of stuff? Here's the lesson of the day. Material goods, careers, and money are all good. I'm a big advocate of all of those things, but they are not God. Not one of those things can replace the living God. We should not put all our hope and trust and joy in these things, because they can. I don't care how good you think you are, your business can be taken away, your career can be taken away, your car can be taken away, your partner, your children, all those things can be taken away from you, which means that your joy, your love, your hope, if they're all in those things, can also be stolen. But if you put your love and hope in God, still enjoy all those other things, still like all those other things, I love them, but if you put your hope in God, then it can never be stolen, and your joy can never be stolen. Here's the action today. Stop making things into God and place your joy, hope, and faith in a true God. I'm really asking you today, for those who do not believe in God this morning, please, please, please think to yourself, where's your hope going to be if everything that you own is taken away? Because one day it will be. But if you put your hope in God, that can never be stolen. You can find joy even in the darkest hours. I really encourage you this. So God bless you. Thank you for joining us for this morning's word. As we always say with Gen Hope, God's gift to us is life. What we do with that life is our gift back to God. God bless you. Please share this message with one person. You don't have to share the video, just share the principle. And I'm telling you, if we can share the principle with one person, we can change a community. We can change a community, we can change the world. And what a better place that would be. So God bless you, and see you soon for another morning.